I'll tell you, we have to really look at it, because I think the conventional wisdom or common sense approach would simply be the fact check. They're like, well, no, this is not true. This is bigoted. But I think that what we already know, especially when you look at how many people think that the election was stolen, is there's a significant portion of the population that if I showed this blue water bottle and I said it's a blue water bottle, a Republican could come by and say it's a red water bottle. And even though everybody knows it's a blue water bottle, because I'm a Democrat or a member of the media said it's blue and one Republican said it was red, we've lost the people who think it's red. Is it really trying to convince the people who are buying into this narrative and just really getting more people who are not buying into the narrative, get them motivated, get them activated, get them out there voting? I think it's something we have to figure out. It's something we have to do. Because right now there are too many people who are willing to ignore facts, for political reasons. They're willing to risk death and not get a shot or wear a mask just to stick it to the libs. When we have that type of environment, we have to figure out what we're doing. And remember, one of the things I've said to you before is the other problem is not only can you not follow the Republicans and do what they do, but do it better, because doing what they do in many ways is anti-American. And I know that's going to sound controversial, but it's also it's not decent. It's, they're willing to blow up the system to win races, to win for political advantage. We're not. We're not. And I know that creates a weakness for us politically, but at the end of the day, if we're going to save the Union, it's really the only right way to do it. But man, it's scary. I mean, I know that's a long-winded answer to a question that I don't know if I even answered. It sounded like maybe a little bit of word salad, but does that? I'm just saying that I think that we know what the challenge is, but I think that we have to continue to find solutions and realize that it might not be one solution fits all. We may have to come up with 3 or 4 different tacks for every problem that we have to confront.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I'm going to even take it a step further. I have optimism in the American people. I know that sounds whatever, rah rah, right? But we are up against something fierce in the right. And I just believe that, uh, I believe on some level, it might not be 2022, it might not even 2024, but this is going to backfire against them. The majority of the country, the majority of women do not want the Texas abortion bill to be kind of law. I think that'll backfire. I think the Don't Say Gay bill will backfire in a place like Florida. When I mean a place like Florida is that there's a lot of room to gain for Democrats, and we've kind of lost it a little bit, and it's not as purple as it used to be. But there's a lot of ground to make up there. The CRT stuff in Virginia, we see how they basically voted for him because of CRT and has nothing to do with actual local policies and stuff like that. And Youngkin is very unpopular there. So I think a lot of this stuff, believe it or not, will backfire. If Georgia comes out with a bill like this, and Stacey Abrams is obviously on the ballot in 2022, I think that just helps us. And they could do it all they want, and it's going to rile up their base, and their base is going to go crazy for it. But I think it helps us too. And so that's my optimistic kind of silver lining here is as they continue to go right and right and right and right, I think they will lose some of the moderates that would vote for them in a normal election, and I think that's going to help us ultimately. So that's my kind of looking at the good side of things.